So this is me reacting to Shamsuddin's 20 common myths in marriage. Number one, he said, just marry, the money will come. Oftentimes we tell people, you see a man that is definitely, certainly not capable to get married because there is wedding and there is marriage. This man does not have the financial capacity to sustain a home. And then we go on with just marry. The blessings of Allah will reach you. Just marry. Just marry. The money would come. When people say this is not a right, advice, people will come up with, oh, don't you have tawakkul? Don't you have trust in Allah that Allah is going to, bring from His bounties? He's going to bless you. He's going to. No, it's not the issue of not trusting in Allah. It is the issue of tying your camel first before putting your trust in Allah. There is such a thing called I have a little and I'm working on making it better. This is what I'm doing. I would work on improving it. And of course, pray that Allah blesses it so that it becomes better. But someone who does not even have anything tangible for you to point at and say, oh, okay, this is what this person is doing. This is how this person is surviving. This is how this person is going to take care of this woman. You say, oh, just get married. This actually births lot of frustration later on in marriages. The woman in the beginning also think, oh, I'm marrying for potential. And then you realize later that the fact that you agreed to marry a man because he has nothing does not mean he's going to still have anything later in life. You do not know his qadar, his destiny. So at least start with something copiable. Start with something tangible, something you can point at and say, oh, yes, this is what he's doing. There is a regular source of income coming from here, even though it's small. People, I don't know why we do this. And sometimes we even turn it into religious affairs and say, oh, there was one. People even have different fabricated hadith to prove this particular thingy that, oh, just marry, the money will come. Just marry. Think twice before just marrying and hoping that the money will come. Yes, start small, start humbly, but start with something. The second myth is just marry, the love will come. Well, I do not advocate or accept that you must be in love. You must be in love with each other, the burning, the tingling, the butterflies, and all of that before you marry a woman or before a woman agrees to marry a man. Because where is all of that strong emotional connection going to come from if you don't cross certain boundaries? Let's be honest. So, this for me is not the love thingy, but let there be attraction. Let the woman be somebody oh, I am pleased with even what, who she is and what she looks like based on the limits of what you can see. Because that attraction is important. The story some people bring is the story of Jalebib, who was created by the decree of Allah, an ugly man, and he ended up with a beautiful lady. The lady was not necessarily attracted to Jalebib, but she agreed to marry Jalebib because it's an order of the Prophet, a recommendation of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. This is something some people also bring up to say, but Jalebib was ugly, the lady was not attracted, and be sure that the woman you want to marry who is not attracted to you has the level of consciousness and iman of the beautiful lady who married Jalebib, or that the man whom you want to marry, despite not being attracted to him, ensure that you have that consciousness to remain loyal, to remain faithful, and to remain devoted to him. Don't deceive yourself. You don't have to be in love. Oh, my heart, I'm feeling like there are butterflies everywhere. But be attracted enough to say, oh, okay, yes, I can be with this person. Because so many issues now, and these issues happens. A lot of these issues are even addressed to Shams Giwa. Oh, I'm not attracted to him. I was told to marry him that the attraction will come. I'm still not attracted. Sometimes it frustrates intimacy. It frustrates intimacy. The woman is not able to really, give this man his due rights because she's not attracted. And this is a valid reason because we know the story of the woman who sought whole from her husband on the ground of attraction. There was nothing wrong with this man. So don't say, I'm not attracted to him, but he can provide. I'm not attracted to him, but he can provide. I'm not attracted to him, but he fears Allah. So Allah will bring the attraction. Let me just marry him. Or let me just marry her. I'm not attracted to her, but let me just marry her. The attraction will come. Subhanallah. If you know that you are that kind of person, you should know yourself and be very honest with yourself. Don't marry someone's daughter or someone's son only to make them pay for what you knew before that marriage. You knew you were not attracted. They don't know, but you agreed and went on anyway because you just want to get married or because you were told, oh, just marry him, the attraction will come. And now they have to pay the price. No, please. There are people all citing the example of, oh, somebody who told you that they were not attracted to the man before, and when they got in there, became attracted. It happens. But if you have the options, please don't gamble your marriage. Number three myth is marry another wife. The first wife will behave herself and your home will be peaceful. Yes, we definitely have men who have married another wife, and these women suddenly became the same women these men have been begging them to be, and they refused. They suddenly became that kind of woman. And yes, the man is happy now because there are two women on board competing to be the best wife. But it's seldom the case. It's not very common. Oftentimes, you get the wife thinking she's going to correct the first wife, and it worsens the issue. There is now chaos in the home. What you wanted to correct is not corrected. The woman who has also come, whom you think is going to be the angel, you sometimes even find out that she's worse than the one you have at home. There is no peace. There is no happiness for you. So it's a myth that, oh, once you just marry another wife, the other one comes on board. Not every woman will come on board because you brought in a challenge. There are even women who will be given 101 before, and you bring in another woman and they reduce the 101 by 100 and start to bring in one. So be sure that you really want to deal with the different possibilities before you jump in to take another wife to correct the existing wife. Number four, he said, don't enjoy luxuries, you won't get a husband. It's quite common in our society where women have been told to dim their light, to dim their lights, to dim their life, not just their light, but their life, so they can be attractive to a man. Because somehow we have erroneously attached being feminine to being low. Mm-mm, don't do that. Let a man who wants you come for you being who you are. Because if you dim your luxury ability just to get a man, and unfortunately you end up with an insecure man who chose you because he felt you are low, exactly where he wants his kind of wife, low. And then you now get into the marriage and unleash what you already have, trying to live the luxurious life which you have always been capable of getting for yourself. There would be issues. He's going to trigger his insecurity and he's going to frustrate you. And because the kind of wife we are to our men plays a role in our Jannah or Jahannam tickets, is why you should take it very seriously, the kind of man you end up with. Don't marry a man that is not easy to please. A man that no matter what you do, he does not see, all he sees is wrongs, fault. Until you get to a point where you're like, to hell with you, I'm not doing again. And then you have become the kind of wife you never saw coming. So don't dim yourself too low simply because you have heard that the men love women who are low. Mm-mm. Let yours choose you where you are, where you belong, where you rightly belong, and he will address you, treat you there. Don't put yourself here, and a man who wants the woman under his foot or under his feet comes for you, and then later you're struggling to come out of his feet because originally you don't belong there. There'll be issues. So don't say you don't want to enjoy luxuries because you want to get a husband. Mm-mm. Number five is love covers everything. Love only covers everything before marriage. When you think, oh, and it's in theory. When I say before marriage, in theory, love covers it all. If there is love, every other thing is secondary. You are playing. Love does not cover everything. What covers everything is consideration, understanding, consideration and understanding. For you to be considerate, you have to be kind. For you to be considerate, you have to have empathy, you have to have mercy. For you to be considerate. And now also respect, yes. Such that even if at any point you no longer feel other butterflies in your stomach for your husband or your wife, out of that mercy, that compassion, not love now, you are still able to treat them right. Not because you are still in love over who's in love, but because you recognize that, oh, this is a human being. You understand that you may not be loving this person now as you used to do, but this person is still deserving of your best. If all you have for him or he has for you is just love, but from the way things happen, you see that there is no respect. This person does not, he is not considerate. It's an error. There are many homes where the couples say they are in love with each other, yet they harm each other.